Let's turn another sketchbook sketch into a digital illustration. We start off with importing the sketch. I'm redoing the line art again digitally, starting off with this rectangle. You can hold the Apple Pencil after drawing the line to turn it into a perfect straight line. That's the quick shape feature of Procreate. I'm also changing things up a bit. You can see that I didn't really like how the door was there, so I increased the width of it. And I think I'm going to redo this. Going slow is the hack. The whole line art process is sped up a bit, so obviously if it was real time it might be a little boring to watch. Now I'm going to add the lettering, self-style lettering, and also do a little bit of faux calligraphy situation. Not exactly calligraphy, but just like in faux calligraphy, you go ahead and thicken some of the line strokes. Something related to that. Also adding some stars for that doodly vibe. Let's see. Oh my god, looks great when I switch off the sketch layer. Very happy with how it's looking. Let's try switching things up a bit. Would love to add a grid background, but before that I'm going to add this white below the line art layer so that the grid background is not right behind the illustration when I color it. So like this rectangle is not with any grid. This is what I was talking about, adding a little bit of filling it with color but not very neatly, so have that sketchy hand-drawn vibe. Using Eagle Hawk Jitter brush, I'm going to fill the color layer by layer. So this is going to be the last layer because this is the background. Because of the way I edited the Eagle Hawk brush to have stroke jitter, which I explained a lot in the previous video, every time I lift the pencil, I have a little different hue. You can see that over here. Cleaning the whites. A little off-white would look good, but I remember one of the illustrations I did. So I went ahead and picked this color and kind of just trying to add it to the history, but I think that didn't happen. So I created the palette right here and lifted off the colors to go and finish that illustration. Really love this color palette for urban illustrations. This Eagle Hawk brush that comes with Procreate has cool texture, looks very traditional, so gives like watercolor effect. And with that jitter, it actually looks even more realistic because the hues are different, just like in traditional watercolor. You have a little more water, a little more watercolor sometimes in some strokes. I think after completing the illustration, I wasn't really happy with the yellow, so I changed it to pink. Since this is a voiceover, spoiler alert, I reduced the opacity of all the colors of the illustration to have that even more watercolor vibe. But that I did after doing the shadows. So on new layers, as you know, I changed it to multiply for all those who are new here. Then I use purple to add shadow. And since I wanted this shadow of the pink and white thing a little more deeper, I selected it using the lasso tool. I duplicated this part to have a deeper shadow and change it again to multiply. Now using soft light blend mode and black color round brush under painting section, I'm going to add a little more shading to each part of the building. Reducing the opacity, this looks much better and going very well with the background color. Again, going with the black on soft light blend mode to add little color variation and shading in the background as well. Adds a lot of depth and character to the illustration. Finally, adding my watermark and again reducing the opacity a bit. Added white to the Doodle sparkles. Lettering out illustration. And this is how the final illustration turned out. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And I'll see you in the next one.